Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Jake, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can optimize all of your images inside of your Shopify store, and doing this is going to help with your website performance, loading speed, as well as your SEO. So optimizing your images pretty much comes down to two main things. The first one being compressing the images, so making the file size smaller so that way it loads quicker on your store. And the second thing is going to be optimizing the alt text and file names to boost your SEO results. So we're going to get started with image compression. So I want to actually show you a visual of what image compression actually does. So this is a product photo right here that we're going to be editing. So I'm going to open this up in Photoshop, and if you don't have Photoshop, that's fine. I'm just using this for demonstration purposes to show you the differences between file sizes. So when it comes to shrinking the file size, there's really two different ways you can do it. You can change the format of the photo itself, and then you can decrease the quality of the image slightly to shrink the file size in that way. So the first and most important thing that you need to know when it comes to compressing images is to make sure that you're saving them in the right format. So we can see that this image is a PNG, and I set it as a PNG on purpose because this is actually the wrong format for this image. So there's going to be two photo formats that you're going to be using, and that is PNG and JPEG. So with PNGs, you're pretty much only going to be using PNGs for photos that either have a transparent background or for photos that are like computer generated graphics, so pretty much like your logos, your icons, etc. But for anything that's like product photos, real life photos, lifestyle photos, etc., you're going to want to use a JPEG because the file size is going to be smaller. Here's the file size right here. We can see that this image is 142.4 kilobytes right now. But if I were to just change this from PNG to JPEG, we can see that it automatically shrinks here to 45.1 kilobytes. And I could adjust the quality. If I made it super low quality, we can see that it shrinks even more, but the quality is really low. So you're essentially looking for the balance between the quality still looking good, but the file size being as small as possible. So we can see here between the highest quality and 6, there's really not much of a difference. Well, actually, we dragged the 5 here. There's not too much of a difference at 6, and this is already pretty small. So in this case, just by switching from PNG to a JPEG and lowering the quality from 7 to 6, we've shrunk the image file size of this image to about 1/3 of its original size. And this may not seem like that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things because it's one image, but if you do this with all of your images on your store, it's going to have a massive impact on your store's loading speed and performance. So let's get into how you can actually do this. So obviously one way is doing it manually in here within Photoshop like we just did by changing your photos from PNGs to JPEGs whenever possible, and then lowering the quality to shrink this file size. But if you want to do all of your photos on your store automatically, then you can head over to the Shopify App Store and look for crush.pix, so Crush Speed and Image Optimizer, and this app will actually optimize all of your images for your store automatically with just one click. So you can actually check out Crush by clicking the link in the description down below. And let's take a look at what this app looks like in action. So once you install the app, you have 3 different options that you can choose from when it comes to compression. You can choose the balanced option, so significant reduction in size with minimal sacrifice to image quality. You can go conservative, so that way there's 0 loss to image quality, but it only reduces the file size moderately, or you can set it up custom. You can edit the different quality percentages right here from JPEGs, PNGs, and GIFs. So in most cases, you're just going to be using balanced, and depending on how many photos you have in your store, you may be able to get all of your images compressed with their free plan, but if you have a ton of photos, you may have to do one of their paid plans, which is only like $4.99 a month. So it's definitely worth it, especially because once your images are compressed, they're compressed and it's done. So we can see that it already is loading all of our product images right here, and we could choose to manually upload images as well. But we see we have 5 images ready for compression, and all you'd have to do is come down here and click on Crush, and it would go ahead and shrink this file size right here, and we can see that it saved us 29% on this photo. And we could go ahead and just do all of these photos right here You can also set this up to do it automatically, but you're going to have to switch to one of the paid plans for the app. So that's how you can compress your images to improve your store performance. And this is definitely something you want to do, especially with certain images. So like, for example, your header images like this, you definitely want to make sure they're compressed. There's a lot of times where people will have their header images be like a giant PNG, and all they'd have to do is switch it to a JPEG to make their home page load a lot quicker. So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind. So make sure you're choosing the right photo format for your images, and then make sure you're compressing your images, and using Crush Pix is going to be the easiest way to do that because it's quick and automatic. So now let's get into the SEO portion of images here. So if we were to open up this skin cleanser product here, if we click on our image itself, we can see we have an option up here to add alt text. So alt text is definitely something that you want to make sure you're putting in, because Google and other search engines are going to be reading this, so it's going to help improve your SEO. So with alt text, you don't want to do anything crazy. You don't want to like stuff like 50 keywords in here. You normally just want to put what is in the actual photo, but you can do a little bit of keyword research to put in there, but you just don't want to go crazy with it. So if we were to add alt text for this product here, which is a cleanser, so some default alt text could be like men's face cleanser. You could save that alt text here. Let's say we wanted to do some additional research on what we can use as alt text. So what you can do is just head over to Google and just type in your product name. So in this case, we'll type in face cleanser and just look at the autofill options right here. So we have face cleanser for men, we have face cleanser for acne, face cleanser brush, face cleanser for oily skin, face cleanser for dry skin, sensitive skin, etc. So what you'd want to do is when you see these autofill options, it means that people are actually searching for these on Google, which means that these are keywords that you want to rank for. So what you would want to do is you'd want to find these autofill keywords here that are relevant to your product. So obviously you don't want to rank for keywords that aren't relevant to your product, because it's not going to perform very well, and that's actually going to hurt your SEO. So you only want to find keywords that are relevant for your product, and then you can use that for alt text. So face cleanser for men would be relevant, but face cleanser brush would not be relevant since our product is a cream, not a brush. Face cleanser for sensitive skin, dry skin, or oily skin may be good options depending on the actual product itself. So you could take some of these keywords and come back to your store here, and if you had other product photos, which in this case I don't, but I'll just upload a duplicate real quick just to show you as an example. If we have another photo here, so our first alt text was men's face cleanser, this second alt text could just be face cleanser for men, so we would just use a different variation. And then if we had like a third image, we could use one of these other ones, so we could use maybe like face cleanser for oily skin, etc. And alt text isn't the only way you can actually optimize these images. Another way is by optimizing the actual image file name itself, because search engines are going to look at this too. So I purposely named this photo image 672 to give you an example of what you don't want to do. So you actually want to go through and manually change your image names to pretty much the same thing you're doing with the alt text. So you want to actually be descriptive of what is in this photo here. So ideally what you would do is you would come in here to your image where it says image 672, and you would just want to rename it to something else. So in this case, I would want to name it to men's face cleanser. You would want to make sure that it actually matches the name of what's in the photo. So you just want to make sure you're putting as much product details as possible in your image name, and you're not actually naming it this right here. So if you already have the image file in here and it's named incorrectly, you would have to delete this image and then re-upload the image with the proper name. But fortunately with alt text, you don't have to do that. So you can edit alt text afterwards once the image is uploaded, but the image file, you have to do that before you actually upload the images. So that's something to keep in mind. So wherever you're getting your images from, make sure you're naming them properly before you actually start uploading them to your store. So overall, in summary, 3 things that you want to remember is choose the right image type. So choose JPEG for most product photos and lifestyle photos, and PNG for logos and things that need a transparent background. Make sure you're compressing images, ideally in bulk with an app like Crush Pix, or manually if you want to go through that process with Photoshop or Tiny PNG. And then make sure that you're optimizing your alt text and image file names for what's in the actual photo and keywords. Now, you don't want to overdo it and stuff like 50 keywords in, like we said, but you definitely want to be clear and descriptive about what's in the photo itself. So with that said, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel for more videos. And really quick, if you do want to run raffles and giveaways on your store, or you want to offer wholesale pricing to your customers on your store, be sure to check out my apps by clicking the links in the description down below. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.